I'm Chef Kelly, and this is what I do.
We are celebrating St. Patty's Day with Chef Kelly, who's here, all decked out in green with green stuff. Thanks for being here.
I should wear my green chef coat. I have one.
Aren't your eyes green?
My eyes are bluish green.
Okay, good.
And I am Irish. Kelly,
yes.
straight up,
yes.
real deal.
Yes.
Irish chef, right here.
What did you say you were? Irish, Swedish? You have the blonde
I'm
hair?
Irish, Swedish, and Finn.
And Finn. And,
Yeah.
and what did you say about? Oh, never mind.
I know.
Okay,
We don't want to tell everybody.
Thanks for being here.
All the bad things that probably go along with all those different heritages.
You got that right.
So anyway.
But you were telling me, because corned beef, I've talked about it for years. I've never really had it. My mom used to make it, but I don't know what corned beef is. And you said it's beef that's corned, and I said, oh, that's really funny.
No,
but
it is.
But it is.
It
but
is.
What does
It's
that
beef
mean?
that's corned. They take a nice cut of brisket and they corn it with different, spices and brine, and they rub it and you let it sit, and it corns it, and then you you braise it. Some people poach or boil their corned beef. I like to braise my brisket in the oven with a little bit of Guinness beer on it, maybe.
Okay.
Or make it fancy pants like that.
Okay.
But it's literally beef that's corned. That's just straight up true information how that goes.
That's interesting to know. I never knew that.
So many things to do with corned beef. I mean, you have your corned beef and cabbage, and everything's corned beef, or big corned beef sandwiches. Potatoes are always really big for the Irish. So Irish are big potato people. Remember the potato famine and all that business?
Right.
All right. So we all like potatoes, we all like our cabbage, and we all like our corned beef on St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to bring something a little different to the table today, kind of like a little play on stuffed cabbage.
Okay.
Which is really, you would think, Polish. Oh, that's not Irish, that's Polish. But we're going to do an unrolled stuffed cabbage. And this is like the Irish version of that. Super easy. I was talking with Chef Sarah this morning, and she was like, oh, you should call it the hangover casserole, because you're so lazy, you don't even roll the cabbage into rolls, right?
That.
So we're making...
You can call it whatever you want.
You call it whatever you want.
Whole cannon, I don't care.
Okay, good. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to just take our cabbage. So what we did here is I took a whole cabbage, and in the recipes online, I just poached it, Cam, in a little bit of boiling water with a little bit of sea salt. And then what you want to do is literally just pick the leaves off. So this is poached in, 4 or 5 minutes in the recipe.
It doesn't smell, though, like when I was a kid and our whole house just...
Well, that's usually when it comes right out of the stove, when you take it right out of the oven, you kind of get that cabbagey smell. So we're going to go ahead and just peel these leaves off, and that's going to be our layers. Now, you could also, if you want to get fancier, you could do this rolled, and then you would just, put your ingredients in, and then, roll it up just like stuffed cabbage.
You weren't hungover.
If you weren't hungover. If you weren't Irish. All right? So
everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody. I always think that's funny. I have a neighbor who's I don't know, 60 years old, like a clock every day on St. Patrick's Day. She's up, she's out, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes,
big green hat or something. I always think it's funny. It's I think it's opening day for some people.
Exactly.
It's if you do it,
sure is.
you do it
it's
no matter
spring,
what.
It's, it's the new beginning of a lot of things for people.
All right, so now we took all of our cabbage leaves.
Oh, now I can smell it. But it doesn't smell bad. No, it smells good.
Probably because it's not super... Oh, he's already... Oh, you're eating the St. Patty's cookies. We're going to talk about those.
It's my appetizer.
Appetizer.
So I can't wait to try this.
Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and take... This is the smaller leaves in the center. So we're going to go ahead and julienne those up.
Oh, so it's kind of the meat,
Yeah, it's kind of
core.
Yes, it's going to add a nice little texture to the casserole. All right, so we're going to move these aside just for a second. Now I'm going to grab my casserole dish, and this is like a 9 by 13. If you have a little larger pan, actually, that would be fine too. So we're going to set that out, and then we're going to go ahead and take our cabbage leaves, and we're going to shingle them in the bottom, and just kind of lay those out. This is pretty easy schmeezy. This isn't pretend. We're going to make this in 2 minutes, Cam. So I know you can go home and whip one up. All right, so now we're going to take, these are the Yukon Gold potatoes. I like the Yukon Golds. They just have a little more buttery flavor. You don't have to peel them. I just boiled these up, and I put in some buttermilk, some horseradish, of course. That's going to give them a nice kick with the corned beef.
Of course.
Of course, of course. You're so funny today. I want to see you do that jig again.
Say, no more jigs for me.
Let's do a dance. Jason, can you do an Irish dance?
He can. He's like the leprechaun.
You're a good dancer. You look like you'd be a good dancer, Mr. Jason Carr.
I used to be.
He cuts a mean rug.
Cut a mean rug. Busy cutting the rug over there. All right, so here we go. Our potatoes are in, you guys. And then we're going to go ahead and take our extra cabbage that was from the smaller leaves. So let's put some herbs in there, maybe a little salt and pepper. Always see salt and pepper. We're going to go ahead and just sort of like, that's going to be our next layer. So, you know, again, we're going to kind of make this layered casserole dish versus doing the rolled. Just kind of sprinkle that in. And then this is our corned beef. Now, this is already cooked, so it's not raw. It's been corned. It's been baked, braised, or boiled.
Corned.
So this is kind of coming together, kind of fun.
It does smell good, though.
And look at how easy it is. I mean, this is just that simple. You could prep your cabbage ahead of time, like have it all poached off. And we're going to put our little top on.
Oh, okay, some more of the same.
Some more of the same. Crazy easy. Now this is my Guinness mustard sauce. We're talking crazy
Perhaps
business
that's
over
what
there.
Is smelling so
It's so good. You
delicious.
it's the recipe's online. It's some diced onions. You deglaze your beer. You make a little flour and butter roux. Add a little chicken stock or vegetable stock. And hey, Jason, here, cut it up for us.
I have to cut it? I can't
Well,
just dig
you
in?
can just
Spoon.
scoop it.
You
I just
can
want to here's a little
All right.
plate. Anyway, just to glaze that, and then we're going to pour that on the top. Jason's, oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Pour that on the top and then bake it in the oven like 30 minutes until it's bubbly. But basically everything's cooked. We're just going to like meld all those flavors together.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Tell me how it is.
Perfect.
I'm sure it's fantastic.
Okay, while Jason's tasting that, Kelly, tell us about these other
Oh,
little
online we have
delectables
the
you
Guinness cupcakes.
Guinness cupcakes.
Crazy
Woohoo!
business. And it has a Bailey's frosting.
Oh.
Then also, like, these are little parfait cups you could get, like, at the party stores. You could do, like, a little green mousse parfaits with little spoons. You could put a liquor in there. Some shamrock cookies.
Gonna burn his
shot
lips
of
off.
Jameson's whiskey.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Is it good?
Is it?
yummy?
It is scrumdiddlyumptious.
Good, yay.
Wonderful, yay. Happy St. Patrick's
Super
Day.
easy, 10 minutes.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kelly, for being here. Good to
Happy
chat
to be
with you,
here.
as usual. We'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Thank you.